Yo, what's going on, guys? I just got back from Darwin. Didn't really go as planned. I know a lot of people said that it's not wet season, so it's not going to be easy to actually get the content that I need, but I did go and I did try. Couldn't catch what I was looking for, unfortunately, but I will be uploading this whole video, the whole wrap up of what I did and stuff while I was up there. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And now that we're coming back into warmer seasons in Gold Coast, Brisbane area, I'll be getting back into the content this week and hopefully smashing out a lot of videos this season. So stay tuned. Guys, made it to Darwin. Just near the Adelaide River here where the Crocodile cruises are. There's no really any luck getting down to that water edge. There's too many like croc slides and stuff like that, and I am putting my life at risk. But I did find this little thing which we're a safe distance away from, and there is something in here moving around. A lot of fish moving around in there, but there was maybe a crocodile in there too. I don't know, honestly. I don't know what to expect, but I'm pretty safe distance away, at least like 10 meters away from the water's edge. I'm not getting into these weeds, but might be able to use a fishing rod to cast some traps into here and cut the line and string it on, and maybe we'll catch something here. But we're after fighting fish, and there are sightings all through this wetland area. It is dry season at the moment, as people have told me, but this might be an opportunity to get some fighting fish in a trap in Australia, which is crazy, guys, crazy. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cast some traps out, but there's a lot of movement in this water. And I did see something bigger come to the surface. I don't know if it's a crocodile. It could just be a big fish caught in here, like a big barramundi or something. So we'll see. Might just cast a lure around in there, see if we can catch like a barra, but might do the traps. Cast the traps out with the fishing rod. There's so much movement in there, guys. Look at that. Like, what is that? Anyways, I'm gonna cast traps in with the fishing rod, so we're a safe distance away. And then we might cast a lure in there or some bait or something and see if we can catch something out of here. See what's in here. It's only very small. Like, this is not big at all. It's probably like, maybe you could park like 10 cars there. It's very small little thing. So there's a big entrapment. So there's gonna be an isolation at fishing here. And we know, for people who know better, something like this, perfect better. And they're located all through these wetlands because of the fact that they get washed from the river down here during the wet season. This whole place gets taken over during wet season by water. So unfortunately, shit happens, okay? I found some rope. I'm going balls in now, rope. I'm gonna tie this up onto the trap. Probably gonna get roasted by environmentalists for that, but you know, I'll take that on the nose. Like, I wasn't really thinking. I thought that 50-pound fishing line would be enough to keep that good. Obviously not. So, got rope now. If these suckers, these fighting fish will go for any of this stuff, but I'm gonna chuck some dog food in this trap too. And I'm gonna chuck this straight into the trap rather than the bait. I'm bleeding like crazy, guys. Bleeding like crazy, but maybe my mum will have a first aid kit in the car. I don't know. So I'm gonna cut up a little bottle, chuck some bait in it, and chuck it in that little ditch there, and we'll see what happens. Alright, guys, I've just created a simple bottle trap here. Very simple bottle trap. I'm gonna put some dog food in there. Hopefully, fighting fish will eat the dog food. Honestly, do we know what they eat? It's to be seen, but pretty comfortable. All right, we've got two traps in again.
bottle trap, probably pretty likely to catch something. But let's see if we can catch one of these other fish hitting these other fish. All right, guys, there's still a lot of movement in this water, which is like interesting, but just got a small hook on it, a small octopus hook, and we're gonna see what it is. Hopefully we can catch it. Piece of prawn. Just gonna cast out, see if we can't get something. Might move the camera back a little bit so we can get me in the picture. Yeah, this is a billabong, guys, by the way. Comes off the water, just been informed. Look up if barramundi. Oh, got fish. Oh, what is it? What do we got? Guys, I was just winding this prawn and I caught something. Yeah, it fell off. It fell off, guys. What is in these billabongs? I don't know what all the fish they're chasing in there is, but there is little fish in there for sure. But we're going to check this trap. I think that we're going to chuck it into that little marshy area there. If we don't get anything this time. But yeah, as I said, I'm probably going to spend like 20 more minutes here and then we're going to move along. Damn, that was much easier to bring that out. Nothing, guys. Like, I feel like there's got to be something in here. There's too much movement. There's too much movement for there not to be some sort of minnow or some sort of aquarium fish in here. But I'm gonna chuck it in that marshy area. I don't know if it's on camera, but over there. I'm gonna chuck it over there. See if we can't get something. I reckon we just hit a prime spot right there. I reckon they're gonna be there. You know what, you can go and laugh at me now. Like, I probably should have just brought a net with me. I'm gonna go get one. I'll probably come back out here again in, not tomorrow, but the day after. And we'll net that little area there because I feel like that has good potential. I feel like maybe fighting fish are not prone to going into traps. So, you know what, I'm gonna give it 10 more minutes here. And I'm gonna go try somewhere else. Drive along, whatever. I might even go get a net. I don't know. I'll see what the time is.
So like at this point in the video, I'd already missed recording, pulling in the traps, and the traps are very hard to bring in. And I'd actually just been informed by one of the locals that there was a croc in there, so I ended up just packing up and moving on. So I was not risking that. I didn't want to find out what it was going to be like to see a giant croc jump out at me or whatever, so I just moved along. But yeah,
Dry, it's bone dry, right? Absolutely bone dry. But for you guys that know about fighting fish, you know they live in the smallest things ever. I checked that over there. Not much movement at all. Little bit of water, but here, right here, there is so much movement in this water, and I'm pretty sure they are fighting fish. I'm pretty sure we found them. But this is it, just this tiny little dense pool. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to come back with a net. It's literally the only option, but I should be able to move this rock out of the way, which will give us more space. I think we found them, guys, in this tiny, mind you, this is so far out, guys. This is tiny. Okay, I'm gonna move this rock and then we'll have a better look. We do have like a snorkel bag. I could probably prop a stick up in it and chuck it in there and try and scare him into it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to the car, try to set that up. All right, guys, I was not gonna go home. I'll go back to the camp spot wandering. So I built this makeshift net out of the trap. I know it's pretty jank, but hopefully it gets the job done. We can catch some of these fighting fish and not have to go back wandering. So let's see what we can do. I don't even know if they're fighting fish. I don't know what they are, but I think they are. So without further ado, let's use our janky little net and see if we can scoop some of these bad boys off. Oh, we got fish in that. Ooh. Let's have a look at this. Let's see what we got in here. They're just purple spot gudgeons, but I think there's more stuff in there. I don't think that's all that's in there. I think there's a lot of fish just concentrated in there, and that was just what was sitting on the bottom when I scooped. Never die wondering, guys. Never die wondering. We gotta do a couple more scoops. This is what I'm talking about, guys. I think there's more fish in there than what we can see. They caught some sort of rainbow fish here. Not so sure what sort of rainbow fish that is, and we caught a glass fish as well. So there's definitely still fish in here that we haven't identified yet. Guys, there is so many different species. Alright guys, I think we shot the gun and got a bit too excited. I just led around there for like 10 minutes catching rainbow fish and glass fish and gudgeons. I'm gonna try this other water over here. It's not to say there probably wasn't some in there, just don't really have the equipment for it. But we'll check this spot over here, see if there's some in this water, and then we'll head off and we'll have to come back. But we'll see, because this is a bit more water here. Just I didn't really see anything over here. Lots of gudgeons again. Alright guys, I'm thinking we're not going to catch any. Had to at least try, right, while I'm here. There is another bridge a little bit further up which I might walk to. And just give it one more look, see if there's any water there. And I guess we'll go home, but if there's no water there, probably won't bother recording anything. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video if that's the case, but I'm still gonna have a look. So, just came out to this spot, tried to go for a fish, only caught some little striped snapper. Still fun to get out and have a fish though. Nice and blue water, but it's not very deep. None of the rock shells, I like to go rock fishing, none of the rock shells really had anything on them. Look at this. I don't know where he went. That was a mantis shrimp though. There's so much in here, but it hides as soon as you come close to it. All these corals though. Look at that. Look at that. Do you see that little blue fish? I can't see if I can see that. Look at that fish. Come have a look at this little blue glowing. Alright guys, found this ominous creek on the roadside here. There has been reports that there might be cichlids or something in here. Don't know, not going to go too far up it. Obviously you got to watch out for crocodiles still. We are in Northern Territory, but so I'm going to chuck some bread in the trap, see if we can't catch something. I don't know if there'll be Pacific blue eye in here, but I do have a spot picked out specifically Pacific blue eye, so we'll try to find them. But we're also going to have a trap here because this was on the way to the spot. Alright guys, so we got some bread. And everyone always tells me about rainbow fish and Vegemite, so I got some Vegemite here. Vegemite sandwich. Might bring out the Pacific blue eye, eh? Probably give it 10 minutes and we'll check him, and then we'll see if there's anything in them. If there's something in them, maybe we'll go again. If not, probably just pack up and move on to the Pacific blue eye spot. Alright guys, go and do a quick net, see if we can't net something around the edge here. definitely fish in here. And shrimp. Gudgeons. Lots of shrimp in this net. Nothing spectacular, just some natives. There's a spider. I'll chuck these guys back. I did see some fish moving around. So hopefully they'll go into the traps, but yeah, we'll give it 10 minutes and then we'll check the traps and hopefully catch some. Mainly bought this net for the fighting fish that we were trying to catch the other day, so hopefully we can use this to catch them. Alright guys, it's been about 10 minutes, so I'm actually going to check this trap, but I've seen a lot of fish where I netted, so I might chuck the trap in there if there's nothing in there and give it a try. Can't really see much in the water from up here. Nothing in that trap. So I'm gonna actually stick it down there where I netted. See if that actually yields. Another 10 minutes, but we'll check this other trap over here real quick. See if that's got anything in it. It's not looking too good though, is it? Well, as I was bringing the trap in, I could definitely see fish moving around it, so may as well chuck it in, leave it there, try another 10 minutes, see if we can't get some in there. Maybe they'll just be enticed. So see what happens, guys. But again, this isn't the final spot in this video, so it's just a cheeky little stop by. Alright guys, it's been 10 minutes. Let's check this out. I see some fish in there. It's probably just going to be gudgeons, but we don't know for sure until I pull it up, so let's have a look. Yeah, as expected guys, we've got a lot of gudgeons here. Just a hell of a lot of gudgeons. Oh, a lot of gudgeons. This is pretty cool, see a lot of native species in this creek, but get these guys back in and then we'll check the other trap. Alright guys, we're out here. Hopefully we found the spot where it's gonna be Pacific blue eye. Let's go check out this bridge. There's another one a little bit further back. I don't know why I'm hiccuping so much, guys. This is definitely croc territory though. I bought a place up. Out of all the places I've been, this feels like croc territory. Let's see if we can see some off the bridge here. This is definitely the sort of area Pacific blue eye usually would hang around, from my knowledge. Back home, when I catch, oh, there's definitely some fish in here. There's mullet for sure, but there's definitely some smaller fish in here. Not on the surface, sitting a bit lower. Trying to stay cool. All right guys, I think I've seen Pacific blue eye down here, or some sort of fish. So we're gonna get the trap in. Hopefully we found the neon blue eyes, but see if we can get this trap and get too close to the water edge. Without getting too close to the water edge. Trap set. Now I've got another spot, but we're gonna need a longer rope for this because it's off the bridge over here. But we had a lot of blue eye. I think they're blue eye. I hope they're blue eye. Fingers crossed they're blue eye. Hopefully we get some blue eye over there. So
okay.
Is it on video? Alright guys, my mum's behind the camera, so it might be a bit janky than it usually is when I'm using the tripod. So we're going over to the bridge now where I think I've seen a bunch of them, and hopefully she'll be able to film into the water and show you guys, but I don't know, she might be able to zoom in on them. So if you can just zoom in down there, you might be able to see them, but you might have to stop the recording to zoom in. Alright guys, so you see all those little fish down there? Maybe Pacific blue eye, hopefully Pacific blue eye, I don't know. We have to catch some. Guys, there was a garfish hanging around the trap. Hopefully we caught some blue eye though. Nothing. Blue eye are definitely one of the most annoying fish in the world to try trap. We could use a net. I don't know how close I want to get to that water bank, but let's just try and trap first. Hopefully catch some. Painful fish, guys, painful fish. Well, we're gonna plonk it on the heads this time. Hopefully they just swim into it by accident, because I always have this trouble when I'm trying to catch Pacific blue eye, which makes me think they are Pacific blue eye. Very hard to get into a trap. So hopefully we can get some in there. Alright guys, checking the trap. Hopefully got something in. Not good, guys. They're playing hard to catch, as per usual with these fish. Makes me really believe they are Pacific blue eye, so let's go check the other one. Hopefully a couple just swam in there by accident. It's not looking good, guys. It looks like they've moved away from here. Nothing. Nothing at all. Guys, I just had a net down there. Unfortunately, it wasn't Pacific blue eye. Interestingly enough, I did see some other fish in here. I seen some archer fish in here. So if there's time tomorrow, I might come back here and have a fish one of those. If you know what an archer fish is, they're actually quite expensive. They're an Australian native. Rare to find, rare to see, but they shoot water out of their mouth, so I might try to catch one of those. But I've seen a couple of them. I've seen 2 of them in here, so we've got time tomorrow, because tomorrow's my last day, heading home tomorrow night, try to catch one. So unfortunately what I was planning to do up there didn't really go to plan. It was pretty surreal coming close to crocodiles and stuff like that, and yeah, I did see a lot of crocodiles. Put a picture up here of one of them, but I can't wait to go back up there. Definitely was a really good experience going to Darwin. It's really nice, the nature up there, so I can't wait to go back. So if you guys stuck through to the end, thank you so much for your support on my channel, and I can't wait to start filming again now that the weather's heated up, and start pumping out some more videos. So catch you guys soon.